Hey guys, welcome to our daily refresh. I'm glad that you're here, taking the time to wake up your body from sitting. And all you need is a mat and maybe something to drink. We will start on the ground with a few stretches. So lay down on your back and we're going to stretch the back side first. You pull both of your toes towards your nose, towards your shin, and then you pull your knee as close to the chest as possible, and without letting it move away, just pull your heel up and come back down. Make sure the bottom leg is straight, so you push the heel into the ground of the bottom leg and repeat. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds and release. That should release the back side here. Into the stretch and out of the stretch. Press the heel actively into the ground. One more repetition. Heel up and down, and let's switch legs. So now you push the other leg into the ground actively, and again, knee towards the chest. Don't let it move away. Repeat. So here it's not about straightening the leg. If you can, that's fine, but it's more important that the knee stays close to the chest. You will still get a nice stretch, although the knee is bent. You should feel it. Good. Now we take the other leg up and we hug the knee on the outside here. So now you pull the knee towards the chest. The bottom leg, again, same thing, still active. And then you go down all the way. First, lift it up without the help of your hands. And now you can go more to the outside with the knee or to the inside. Switch the angles up. We do 3 more reps here. Or you stay at the top and go from right to left. Just to use the full range of motion, reminding the body and brain that there is more range of motion than just sitting around. Okay, so last rep and switch sides. Bottom leg again, still active, straight. So one leg is in complete flexion and one hip is an extension. That's the same thing that happens when you're walking, when you are running. And again, try to get some different angles. And the last one. Good. Okay, now we go for the upper body. We stay in that position. You go with your hands like this to the side. And your goal is to keep the wrist and the elbow glued to the ground. And you slide down and up as far as possible without letting those 2 points lift. Down and up. Especially when you're here at the top, don't let your ribs to come up, okay? Keep your ribs down. So what we do now is, as you slide up, breathe against your lips. Breathe in when your hands go down, and again, breathe out. Strong exhale against the lips. You should feel your core bracing. You should feel your ribs pulling down. Let's do 2 more. And the last one. Good job. Now we go into the side lying position. Pull both of your knees up, and it's the same thing. The knees are glued into the ground, and now you pull at your ribs here and try to rotate as far as possible and come back. Work with your breathing. Breathe out and reach. Good. Against the lips. 3 more. Good. Working on thoracic rotation. 2 more. Remember, the knees should not move. You can hold on to them like me and switch sides. You can also just turn around. Make sure that your knees are not down here, but the knees are at the same height as your hips. Let's go. Breathe out and reach. Good. 2 more. And relax. Good. Now, we lay down with our eyes down and we do some shoulder circles. So your goal will be to keep the hands off the ground as far as possible. So we don't want to be just here. Keep them up as high as possible, okay? So hands in front of you, make a fist, and from here, eyes down, lift the fist as far as possible and go slowly, very slowly behind your back. You need to rotate and try to keep off the butt off the ground as high as possible. Same way back. Super slow in my pace, so now that was just 1 repetition. 3 more. Halfway, and now we're at the butt, slowly back, halfway shoulder height, and above our head. 2 more. Lift as high as possible. Now we're at the back at butt height, and slowly come back, and at the front. 1 more. Come on, keep your eyes down. Back at the butt. And now we're back at the front. So you should feel your shoulders. It's not only active mobility, but you see, you feel it. You need to have some strength, or we're working on some strength that you're able to lift. Now, half kneeling position, and we will work on thoracic rotation. So put your left leg forward. And now you rotate to the left and you pull your left hand back as if you pull at the bow, okay? As if you're shooting an arrow. So rotate and reach. And at the back, you can also, of course, open up here, reach as far as possible. 2 more. Reach, breathe out, and pull. Reach, breathe in, and breathe out. Good, and switch legs. So again, work with your breathing. When you go into the stretch in that position, you breathe out. And go. Rotate through and come back. 3 more. Breathe in, breathe out, and reach. Come on, 2 more. And the last one. Good job. Now, a little bit more active. We go into the quadruped position. Your hands directly underneath the shoulder and the knees are directly underneath the hips. And from here, you slightly lift your knees off the ground. And from here, we're gonna crawl. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. As soon as you hit the target, you can do the same thing backwards. Make sure that your knees stay relatively underneath your hips. And if you have more space, you can, of course, crawl a little bit further. We have 15 more seconds. The back is like a tabletop, should not move. Everything else stays stable. Little steps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job, guys. Now we have 3 more exercises in the standing position or in an upright position on both of our feet. We start in the push-up position and put your left leg forward to your left hand. Okay, so we're here. The back leg is straight, like on the ground, so we don't want to be here. Bend, drive the heel into the ground, extend your knee, and from here, you rotate to the bent leg side. Just 1 repetition. Now, the the hand goes back down again, and the foot rotates, and you're rotating with your whole body, your chest, your pubic bone, your toes are pointing in the same direction. You rotate to the other side. Then both hands down, foot back, other leg up. Let's go. From here, same thing. Rotate to the back leg side or over the bent leg. Then we rotate to the back leg side. Rotate with your toes. Both hands down, shoot the leg back. We do 2 more on each side. Left foot forward, rotating towards the front leg. And remember to keep that leg straight. Now we open up again, opening up that hip capsule, other side. Both hands down, leg back, other leg forward. First, stay one line before you rotate. And now get into a flow, you know what to do. You should feel it in your hips. And we are still working on thoracic mobility. Last time, each side. Rotate. Other side. Rotate. Foot back. Switch. Rotate. Other side. Rotate. Both hands down. And relax. Good job, guys. Now we do a combination of 2 exercises. We do a lateral lunge. You see both of my toes facing forward. You sink into your hips and rotate. And then you push back, cross over. Make sure that the hip is still pointing forward. Imagine you have 2 flashlights on your hip. Flashlights forward. And then you squat down here. Then we do the same thing. Okay, so follow with me. Lateral lunge, rotate, push back, cross over, turn your hips where your toes are pointing, squat down. 2 more. Lateral lunge from the side, it should look like this. Hips back. We don't want to stay here. Rotate, stepping back, cross over. You see everything is pointing forward and down. Last one. Lateral lunge. Rotate and crossover lunge here. Good job. Let's switch to the other side. Other side, lateral lunge with rotation, and then you cross over and same thing. Try to get into a flow. You know what to do. Strong push back, waking up the lateral and medial side of the hip. Same thing to remind the brain, to remind the body. You all know, use it or lose it. Now we want to use it so we're never losing the ability. Good job, guys. And now the last one. You all know the inverted hamstring stretch. Soft bend in your stand leg, and then we want to be one straight line from head to heel. And you reach towards the standing leg. So if you're standing on the left, you're reaching to the left. Then we come back and switch. Right leg standing, rotating to the right. But you still stay one straight line. Push your hips back. Switch legs again. Hips forward. And reach diagonally. So if you watch from the front, it looks like this. I reach forward. Okay, let's go. Keep switching right and left. We go 25 more seconds. First, one straight line from head to heel, then rotate. Let's go. One more on each side at least. We have 15 more seconds. Own the position, and then we rotate. Last 2. Rotate, come back, and the last one. And relax. Shake the tension off. You should feel it a little bit in your legs, not too crazy, was not too hard. Again, just to remind the body that there is more than just sitting in the hip, opening up everything. Okay, so now as always, we shake off the tension in place. Just let your body do what it wants. So you shake off the tension in your arms, in your neck. You can go forward with your head, and we work with breathing. So you breathe in and completely out. Let the tension go away. And relax, guys. All right. I hope you enjoyed the little movement break. Rehydrate immediately, empty your water bottle, and have a nice second lunch break and a nice dinner later. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.